Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First play, here's Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Micah Parsons in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So on fourth down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go back to Pollard on second down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Pollard again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Prescott to throw it. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he's going to get this down near the 25. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hookup and set up a 1st and goal.
Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Vikings 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for...
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Slant pass. Pollard brings it in. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. First down. Here's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14. Vikings nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made on the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. And this one's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. To throw, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins, and the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Vikings, nothing.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Prescott from the gun. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up second and 9.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's got Rome. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins rolling to his right. He's got Smith here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook.
Sam Williams bringing him down that time. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Now here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It will take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and cut back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down at 4.
On play action, Cousins.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's got it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Third and goal for Cousins. They'll roll him out, and he's going to go down again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
132 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give here to Pollard. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They go back to Pollard on second down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.